All right, guys. Let's get going. Looking at some stocks. Didn't get enough sleep last night. Let's figure out where to start. Let's start with the indexes. NASDAQ. We're out of that diamond formation. However, not really going anywhere. Probably will get there in time. We'll have to wait and see. But so far holding on strong, which is better than falling. So I got to give it to the indexes on that one. Let's check out the S&P 500, which is coming up towards an all-time high. So far, not quite getting there. Momentum looking like it's slowing down. A little different formation. Okay, there we go. I want to look at this a little more closely. The S&P can be pretty important. Looks like a rising wedge right here has formed. Generally not a bullish thing. Rising wedges. If you go by the good book, which I'll spend a lot of time looking at the good book, but I'll try to do it quickly. We'll go ahead and do 617. Failure rate 24%. Failure rate if you wait for the breakout 6%. So it's definitely within the range where it could break to the downside. The surprising findings: the average decline of successful formations with receding volume trend, which this one kind of has a receding volume trend, is 21% versus 15% for upward volume trends. Only 38% of formations of high volume downside breakouts. So it looks like almost any break of this pennant right here would be pretty bad for the S&P 500. So we'll keep an eye on that. Let's check out the pre-market movers. Where's our pre-market movers? No. No. Oh, there's that one. Let's go find them. All right, got my favorites here. We got LX, DHI Group, Pier 1 Imports, Innovative Biopharma. That sounds fancy. Not nearly as much as yesterday, but that's fine. DHX. Yeah, I told you I'm tired. I can't even type correctly. PIR, INNT, all down. Williams Sonoma. Interesting. Nice little pattern there, 62. It's 67 currently, so that's breaking into all-time highs. MEIP, this was on here a few days ago. At least I believe it was. Yesterday, it looks like we closed above a good declining trend line. Earnings on 9.5, about a week or so. What's up, Blair? Baba's moving after earnings. Let's check on Baba. I don't have it on this list. Doesn't mean it's not moving. Just don't have it on that particular list. Let's go to the 5-minute. Up at 184. So it's not really moving that much. Moving a little bit. You suck. Oh. Why do I have problems with technology? Why do I have problems with technology? There we go. So 184 is not too far away. Right about there. There's about 184, so still underneath all the key moving averages. Volume here. So for pretty much stopping just before earnings, you can see there's four big sell candles. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a reversal about a week ago. Then we have a low volume rise. Yesterday was kind of a weird doji. And then today we'll see what the volume ends up like. Was earnings good? It doesn't say. Okay, so we'll keep Baba on the... keep trying to watch Baba here, but not really doing a whole lot. Still well within this range. We've seen a lot of stocks still open and just slowly creep higher. So if that's something you're interested in, you can keep an eye on early volume, maybe on the 5-minute chart, and see what it's looking like compared to previous days. But it is earnings season, so could be a pretty big volume day. Usually is on earnings day. MEIP, SNPS. Ooh, that's definitely intriguing. Look at that. Hello, nurse. That's nice. What do you do? Let's do some investigation. '83 overall composite rating. So 72 out of 197 industry group rank. Pretty good. So B is relative strength rank, and we got a lot of red dots over here, which is not good. EPS last couple quarters, not only 14%, not very good. Sales change 14%, not very good. Pre-tax margin, that's pretty good. And 8 quarters of increasing fund ownership, that's good. 14 billion market cap. All the technical stuff is good, but the fundamental stuff doesn't look so hot. Only 70 relative strength rating. Most big winners have 80 or 85. They don't say right there. It's 80 or 85. Most of the big winners have prior to their big move. What up, Flux? Good morning, Christian. Yeah, CDNA's been doing pretty good. Oh wow. Yeah, looks like I missed yesterday. Do I have that on my list here? I should. This is one of the ones we follow, right? Or we've been looking at. Okay, I didn't have it on there for some reason, but I do remember this chart. Oh, this is one of the ones we followed up on earnings. And then we had the symmetrical triangle we poked out yesterday, or the day before yesterday. And yesterday we really had to go at it. So, yeah, 2 buy points. One was here, one was here. So both worked out really, really well. All right, let's get back to pre-market movers. What was that one? SNPS. That's a beautiful chart. The fundamentals aren't very good on this thing, but I love the chart. Estimate was 95, actuals, estimate's 93, actuals 95. Not a real big, looks like they haven't updated because the estimate was down 1%. Estimate should have been up 1%, maybe 2. Oh no, it's correct. Yeah, so they did update and the earnings still weren't very, very great. Provides semiconductor design and verification platforms and integration circuit manufacturing software products. Sounds like it should be a good industry. Why aren't their earnings reflecting it? Sales are slow, 14%, low double digits. 3-year EPS growth rate, 14%. Not much growth in this sector, unless they can't find what they're looking for and they go to this. It is number 3 though. Let's look at the other ones in the sector. CDNS. Ooh, that's a nice cup with handle. Holy crap. ANSS, sorry. And that's beautiful. All of these look good. PTC, Autodesk is in the same category. CDNS, that is gorgeous. Let's go check them out. So composite ranking 89. You've got 32 EPS growth rate, which is much better than their paltry like 10%. 24% leverage 3/4, which is on the cusp of being what you want to see. I think 25 is what you want to see. 3 years EPS growth rate's a little lackluster, but they made up for it this quarter. And average 3/4 is 24, so they're growing better than they have in the past prior years. 3-year sales growth rate not too good at 7%, but the EPS growth rate is pretty good. They're getting better at their business. ROE is great at 45. Volume's good, market cap's good. Relative strength still 74. Industry group is still going to be 72. So this one's not bad. I don't mind CDNS. I'll keep an eye on this one. Hey, CDNS. CDNA, CDNS. If we fill it out between A and S, we'll have quite a nice little watch list there. All right, let's keep going here. We got, and that's how you can find trade ideas, even if you find something weird. Uncle Peter, what's up? Been doing well with Sirius a while now. Probably time to take profits. Okay, let me take a peek at that. SXX. Don't know if that SIRUS. I've got Sirius Minerals as a PLC from an ADR, SRUXF, SRUXY. I'm going to assume that's it, but I can't because it's don't have. Oh, there we go. Some data popped up. So I'm not quite sure if that's the same chart right there, Uncle Peter, but like it had a going up to 0.66 was a little bit nicer up here. I don't know where you got in at, but so far the uptrend's healthy. It's above the 50-day moving average, so you can probably ride it as long as it stays up above the 50-day. If you have a good mover, I usually want to stay with it as long as you can. SSC, SOI, breeze through these. Looks like our time's running out. MDCO. Beautiful little chart there. Little flag pattern on the right of this chart. Looks very nice on the daily. So if that could continue going, earnings already came out. Negative earnings. Probably not something to be too heavily involved with. New, ooh, nice. ZNGX. ZGNX. Interesting little pattern. A little pullback there. Up at 51. Which is right about there. So a little bit of a gap up into breaking that trend line, or possibly right on that trend line. HYRE, SNPS. That was the other one we looked at. Okay. Let's check out the NASDAQ. Sorry, guys. Like I said, didn't get a lot of sleep last night. Not for a very good reason. All right, what do we got here? We got LX up 15%. SNPS again, DBVT. And not really interested in that. Okay, ACID, ABIA. That's an interesting one. Kind of looks like a double bottom, but the poke above the left point here makes it invalid. Cup with handle, failed breakout. Maybe another double bottom. Let's look at it on the weekly. Still could be a double bottom. This would be your buy point, however, up here around 78. Something like that. I'll take a nap later today. Oh, way too late. I was playing a video game. Then I was watching TV for a little bit, so screwed myself. Bad habits die hard. And it looks like that's it. IQ's up 1.5%. Nothing crazy at IQ, but if it breaks that downtrend and stays healthy, that could be pretty good. Fortnite. Yeah, not much doing here on the NASDAQ. Let's see some news articles from IBD, see if they've got something today. Correct Futures as China trade war expands. This tech set to break out. DPZ was one yesterday that we had our eye on. That was a stock of the day. I did not take a position in it, but probably going to regret that today, I have a feeling. Yeah, it is a good game. All right, so talking about LB, HRL, PLCE, AMD, SNPS, which we found. Oh. So SNPS led the NASDAQ 100 and SP by a wide margin. That's interesting. See if Chinese stocks are still going to get hit. Okay, so we got on my movers today, we got BE right there. We'll go right there. We got Twilio, FIVN, Control 4, still rallying higher. Twitter there, TTMI. Looks like finally starting to curl up after some bad action. Action's not even that bad in TTMI. The volume was declining most of the time. Although on this rally we also have some declining volume as well. Let's get to the major watch list here. We got BABA up 3%. Urban. Funko. Funko's been on a tear, guys. We've been on Funko since before this breakout. It's been on a tear. IQ Plug, YY, ZTO. BITA, GDS, C-Trip, Restoration Hardware filling out that cup beautifully. FIVN, CVNA, CRISPR had a weird day yesterday, although it didn't really undercut anything. Looked pretty ominous, but just kind of stopped. Why are there pre-market movers? So the market actually opens before and actually closes after the open and close. It's kind of weird, but the main the main difference is, well, yeah. So like the market closes at 1 o'clock today, my time. You can still trade until like 4 o'clock, but you have to put in limit orders. There's just much less liquidity after hours, meaning, you know, if you're going to average about 100,000 shares per hour, after hours you're going to average about 100 shares an hour. It's much less liquid. So let's go to BABA, for instance, because it had earnings. I can show you on the 5-minute. Well, actually pretty active after hours. Of course, it is a huge stock. So here you've got the black. See, there's the after hours movement. And there's your limit orders really screwing a lot of people. Is what's happening there. So here's the daybreak, is this dashed hash mark right here I'm sitting on. And this is aftermarket movers. You can see the volume here and the average volume here. So just look at the volume. You got volume here 2,500 here. It's 166,000 I'm just randomly picking numbers, but they're in the hundreds and the thousands in the after hours. And then you go to the market in the black area, you got hundreds of thousands of shares traded per 5-minute block. All right, then over here you've got obviously higher volumes because this is an earnings day. Looks like they had earnings before market, which are right there. They whipsawed it around. It's very dangerous trading after market or before market. Generally want to trade during the market hours. Speaking of games, do you think Take-Two will pump when Red Dead comes out like it did for GTA? You know, I'm not sure of their cycle there, so I can't give you a definitive answer to that. I don't know really when GTA came out for it to go up. But in terms of Take-Two, I have been watching this for quite a long time. It's been forming a base ever since May, and I haven't really had a great entry point. Although it is slowly trending up. There's a very slow uptrend there. It did have I saw this rising channel. It broke out. It had respected the 200-day here, gapped back up on earnings, and so far hasn't done a whole lot. But it is a stock that I generally keep an eye on. You can see here a little squeeze up to the 130 area, right where we sold off here prior. If we break above that 130 definitively, we could get a move. But in terms of it moving, in fall of 2012. Let's see here. I don't go back that far. Let me go back to the weekly. Looks like there's 2015, 14, 13, 12. So it looks like it didn't do a whole heck of a lot. 15 to 11. So it was very flat during 2012. I'm not sure why the big ramp up in price, to be honest with you. I haven't been keeping that big of a track of these GameStops. Looks like it really started going in the third quarter of, what was that, 15, 14, 15, and then a huge run up, and now a big consolidation. So you just kind of have to respect the chart on this one. Don't let news events like that get you interested. If you know of something like that happening coming up, you can look at the chart and say it's running now or it's not running now. It's about all you can do, to be honest with you. You never, if you know about the game coming out, so does every professional on Wall Street that tracks that stock, and so you're not gonna outperform those professionals. If you know about the news, it's already old news. So you just have to track the stock's actual movement from that point on. All right, so BE not doing too bad here. Twilio looks like it broke out. Let's see if it's got a 3 weeks tight going on here. Yes, it does. 1, 2, 3 weeks tight. Okay, this is an add-on pattern right after your. Actually, I'm not even sure if that's. Yeah, I guess that would be a traditional breakout. Yeah, there's your cup. There's your handle. It's a high handle though. I'm not sure if that particularly qualifies, but. Okay. So Twilio looking really good here. So breakout over the 79.47 area here would be your buy point. But it already had a pretty big move up 20%. But holding very tight here is very bullish. That's a very bullish formation in Twilio. I'm just going to go ahead and remove these trend lines real quick. Whoops. But you can see right there that just the little flagging action that it's got right about there. So that's kind of what you're looking at for a breakout, I think, right now. And the way the price is going, way the price is going, looks like a breakout's imminent. I guarantee the volatility is going to be off the charts on this one. I'm going to check it out. We'll let the market play out a little bit more. We got Garmin down, Coors down, Timus Packham, Regeneron down, DPZ flat, Fizz up slightly, Twitter up slightly. Workday's still rocking, man. Workday's been a trooper. So Twilio, let's see where you could possibly go. Excuse me. Are we doing a measured move out of this? I don't know. Could be. That would only take us up to 87. If we do move out of this. And that's not very long. 29 days. Is that 29 bars or 29 days? So we're looking at days. Okay. So we'd have to do that at a minimum. Breakout. Oh, that's not bad. 79. $78.07. $79.47. Bit of plugs up there. Stitch Fix is up there. Let's take a peek at Stitch Fix real quick. All right, Stitch Fix. Big sell-off yesterday, though. That's a lot of selling volume right there. It closed all the way down here towards the bottom. If it's hard for you guys to see, it closed right there. So it's pretty far down here. But yeah, Twilio rocking it here pretty good. Hold on a second. I gotta blow my nose. All right, and Twilio is rocking it. Looks like it's about to break out of this thing. May move here pretty quick. Yep. Already moving there. And sorry, trying to line up a trade on this if I can. It takes too long for me to line up a trade. I don't have as much capital as I want either. See if I need to sell a position, but I'm pre-market hours, so I can't do it. I gotta change my frickin' broker. I like this Twilio move right here, though. So let's see what we got for bargain basement prices. I have $454. I love it. 921. 750. I don't mind the volume expansion at all. Of course you're gonna make me do a limit order, you son of a bitch. Oh, how is that possible? damn it. What the hell? I guess I'm waiting. Big volume spike right there. Alright, my account's fucking retarded. Still haven't moved platforms there, Eli. What's up, buddy? So Twilio moving pretty good this morning. Trying to break out from that consolidation area. And volume is pretty good so far today. And BLSF. BLFS. Nice little pullback yesterday. Consolidation today. I should just buy this stupid thing. Not even worry about options. Takes me too long to line up a damn trade. That whole time I was trying to line it up, put the damn, click the fucking buttons, blah, blah, blah. It's annoying. Freaking annoying. So Baba there. Twilio, we know about Twilio. It's moving. See, it says I have 454 bucks, but when I go to put this trade in, it only says I have 333. I'm like, what the hell? Yes, I know it's a nothing trade, but it's moving. It's moving. See, it says I only have 333. Open orders? What open orders? I don't have any open orders. Apparently I have an open order. Let's go cancel an open order. Oh, now my Riot order shows up. You. Apparently I've been trying to buy a Riot for nothing this entire time. God damn it. It's already fucking gone. Already fucking gone. God damn it. Already moved 30% in my direction. Fuck. That's fucking suicide. See, they already moved those option prices 30% away from my profit got reduced by 30% just based on that movement from 79 to 80. That's why options are dangerous. Before I can even manage my stupid brokerage account. Damn it. 80, so well, I guess I'll just do one of these then. Bono, Twilio, YY, MyGen, Stitch Fix. I also like Stitch Fix. Find what the better bargain is right now. Now that's already moved against me pretty hard. What's Grub doing? Ooh, Etsy. Etsy going higher here. Higher than where I took profits at, actually. ANET. Oh, ANET's starting to break out, but this one had really horrible... ANET didn't work, if I remember correctly. It was a 270 call. Well, that's a little better today than it was the other day. I don't have that much cash though. I have to sell some stuff. Oh, I hate this crap. I've got FFIV and that's doing good. Generac's down a bunch today, but that one's still up. I could get rid of here if I feel like it. Oh, I feel like it's coming back though. And stupid Twitter. TTMI. Yeah, that was not so great. That's a tiny position. Super tiny. Alright, let's get rid of super tiny. I'm killing TTMI, Eli. Just killing it. Probably the outside of Regeneron, which has been a thorn in my side since day one. Probably one of the worst performing ones, but hoping Regeneron will come back. I'll be able to get my be able to break even on that one. We'll have to wait and see. It's not broken. It's just not doing anything. And unfortunately, this is a shorter term option, so I had to get a November option, which I'm not happy with. And what's Twilio doing? 79.24. Okay, so maybe it's done moving for the day. That would be good. That way I don't feel too bad about it. FIVN. Doing good. BE doing good. Broke that trend line yesterday. Right there, had a pretty good day. Can't see the volume, but it was probably pretty healthy. You know what? I do need to add study, all studies. Volume average, volume accumulation. I just want freaking volume. I think that's a setting. Sorry guys, today's show is not as good as most, but I'm trying to figure this crap out. It's horribly annoying. Common volume bars. Okay. Yeah, but why don't I have volume here? Well, unfortunately, with my my trading platform, there's not a whole lot of positive. I started using this trading platform a while ago. Not this one. This one's good, but There's one called Share Builder. A long time ago, I was just gonna start. They had a thing where they had low fees if you invested every week. So I started doing that for a while. And as usual, that turned to shit because that's always a bad strategy. At least when you're trying to actively trade, it doesn't work out very well. And so I just kept using that account, and then it turns into my Roth IRA, and they turned into Capital. They got bought up by Capital One, so now it's Capital One investing, and it's not really meant for traders, so the interface is kind of horrible. And then now they're switching. They sold off to E-Trade, and so now I'll be E-Trade customer soon, which I'm a little happy about, but they haven't made the switch yet, and I still stuck with this garbage ass platform. Oops. And right now I'm trying to just find how to put volume back so I can get that volume for So the one bad thing about Thinkorswim, it's so good, it's very complicated. Okay, equity, show volume, subgraph. There we go. So there's volume, there's average volume. So if I finally go back to BE, we'll be able to see volume. So volume yesterday was okay. Wasn't great, but it was okay. Volume on the pullback was pretty light, and you see here volume increases right here. That's a pocket pivot. Damn it, I wish I would have fucking saw that. I've been doing cryptos for way too damn long. I haven't been doing stocks as active until here maybe the past month and a half or so. And that's a nice pocket pivot. And that would have been a good go sign for BE. Yeah, beautiful. I gotta look for pocket pivots again. Okie dokie. Let's, now that I got my volume for the IPOs, which you don't have too many of those. Twilio so far the winner of the day. Now that I know where to do that, I'm going to get rid of it, at least on this chart. It's in equities. So sold off back to 79. Let's go back to my option and see if we see if that premium's gone away. 8807. Oh, looks like it has gone away this time around. S&P 500 doing good things right there. Let's see what the Nasdaq's doing. Oh, looks having a positive day, up 0.44%. Oh, breaking the highs of a few days now. That's good. So let's keep going in that direction. We'll be good to go. Yeah, I actually have a half-done presentation on that, cryptos versus stocks. I have a lot of half-done presentations I never finish. Spend too much time freaking trading, and then life gets in the way, and I can't ever finish stuff. I need to focus on them. Focus. You need to shut all the crap down. If I would have spent as much time the past 2 weeks playing Fortnite as I did working on that presentation, I'd have 2 of them done. 2 of them done. Alibaba. Pretty good day today so far. Volume's pretty healthy. It's not selling off, so that's good. Let's breeze through these ones that are kind of going up here today. And then, I got a scanner. So let's detach this scanner and I'll load this in the other screen. And we can kind of see what's going on. Yeah, Fortnite's more fun, but I do better for myself and other people if I were to work on stuff like that. Oops. The heck is that? Why do I have an empty column in there? That's hilarious. Relative strength. Okay, let's see how that goes. Volume index, I don't care. I really don't care about much. There we go. That's all I want. All right, so these are going to be the ones that are going up the most today. Some of them are going to have really tiny market caps. Some of them are going to be ADRs, but we're just going to kind of breeze through these. These are the biggest percentage movers of the day today. Williams-Sonoma, we knew about that one. That was kind of on our list. ARA, ooh, interesting. Nice little consolidation. Follow through yesterday and follow through today. Ooh, Finsar Corporation. This was a big mover back in the day. I remember this guy. And it looks like it's getting a little healthy out of this longer-term trend line for about a year or so. Looks like the earnings aren't so great. Got chopped in half this year, so also a big winner. Parabolic move much? Absolutely parabolic move much. Oh, wow, this thing rocketed. Look at that. We just saw this first thing this morning. What was that other one that... Shoot. Missed out on. I was never going to trade that anyways. CDNS is the leader in this industry group out of a big cup and handle. Looks like moving in kind. A little bit, not obviously not as aggressive. So this is the industry leader. And we got 46, so 9 would be 20%, and so 55 would be your target. Not bad. Didn't have a huge reaction on earnings, though. Not massive, so it's slowly starting to poke out. Volume's not very aggressive, though. I guess this would be your breakout candle. Let me do this. So that's your breakout point. That's your breakout candle. Okay, 33% over average volume. So pretty lackluster volume in this thing. Not much interest. Looks like the cup's probably right in line. In terms of a depth, 22%. That's really good. It's actually really good. I don't mind CDNA. Maybe it's a sleeper, but its earnings aren't that great. But man, that Synapsis or whatever it's called really rocketed out of that cup base. Everything in this industry group has a beautiful base. Now we're getting down to things up 6% and 5%. Now this is pretty much most of the market. Eros International. I like the tightening action here. I don't know anything about this thing. $13 stock. Let me see if we can add a scan. Add something here. Add filter for stock. So we're gonna go. Let's do oh, I've already got market cap greater than 500 million. Net change, PE, put shares, volume. quite sure what to do with that one. Okay. RA1. Okay. Starting at the top again. Sorry, I had to reformat my screen. That Eros is very intriguing. Alright, VSTM. Pretty far gone. Very wide base at the top there. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yangtze River Port and Logistics Company. Look at that freaking volume. Wow. What's going on with you? Another reason why you gotta just continuously look, because you never know what the hell's out there. YRIV 35. Eek. Horrible earnings. Don't have a lot of data on it. Negative 63% in funds owning stock. But man, I can't ignore that volume. This is like a very well-known crackhead that's also a supermodel. You know it's probably going to take your money, but you just can't stop looking. Wow. Very interesting there. Was Twilio back? Back at 79.64. Great volume today. $77. Can't do that. Oh, look at that nice big volume candle. They want this thing. They want it. There's no doubt about that. Daily. Question is, my other order didn't fill yet. And I was trying to get rid of, I guess I could get rid of here. That's Twitter, not here. It jumped on me. Alright, let's get rid of here. Let's say you have an option that went up 200% and it moved from price pretty far. Would that imply low liquidity on further you go? No, don't worry about. So liquidity can be inferred via the price spread. If the option price is moving pretty far, if the option price is moving pretty far from the underlying price, then that means that they're just pricing it up higher, and it probably would be a decent time to sell an option if you have a position. You keep using the word liquidity, Eli. I'm not sure. I mean, your order could get filled on the bid, but doesn't mean it's not liquid. It'll just get filled at the bid. You'll still get filled. Now, if you have a very tight price spread, like if we go to Twilio here, oh, BE up 5%. Again, BE, you son of a bitch. Maybe I'll just buy BE. I like BE a lot. Oops. Yeah, and that's because yeah. So that's probably more of a function of liquidity would be the spread. That would be a bigger function of liquidity. Australian stocks, no, Grazer. There's way too many U.S. stocks, and there's just no need for someone in the U.S. to follow another country's stocks unless they're a professional investor on that trading desk. Man, BE's doing pretty good here. I know because I like BE. I like the company. I don't know if they're a good stock. No, Grazer, I don't really have any long-term holds. My default market position is actually the Nasdaq in terms of the TQQQ. This is my long-term hold right here, which is a triple Nasdaq ETF. And if I can't find a better opportunity, then I just hold the TQQQ. But in terms of individual names, no, I don't. I don't hold any individual names. Yep, triple. It does 3 times what the Nasdaq does. So like right now it's up 1%. If I were to go back to the QQQ, it'd be up like 0.3. It's up 0.34%, where the TQQQ is up 1%. Absolutely. That's my default position. It usually works out pretty well. All right. Looks like I'm not going to make a move today, probably. It was a shitty day. Let's take a look at the short watch list here, guys. Well, Grazer, I'm here every day. I can sell it whenever I want, so I don't really view it as that risky. Everyone says that, but let me show you a little bit of history. Everyone has long-term holds, but you think holding the Nasdaq is risky? $10 to $60 in 3 years. That doesn't seem very risky to me. Not very risky. Sell it now. Absolutely not. See if the SPX can get going above all-time highs here. This is ETF for the S&P 500. If it can get going, if it pops above there, man, this market's really gonna roar. Really, really gonna roar. Everyone's kind of baiting their breath right now. That's why you're seeing some of these smaller ones that we're following moving, and a lot of the bigger ones are a little bit muted. Twilio, Stitch Fix, Bita. So here's my short watch list: is BE, Twilio. Really been outperforming lately. FIVN going up great. I implied that with the bold text there, Eli. Here doing pretty good. Let's see if they sold my here now that it's moving. Nope, not yet. Still have it apparently. Oh, I know I sold TTMI, not here. Okay. Match.com, still working, still kind of consolidating. Not doing bad things, though. Very good volume decline. So, doing okay things. Twitter, Workday. Workday working. Earnings are coming up, looks like next week. 9/4. Still got a week. Still got a week to go. FFIV. Domino's Pizza. I like Domino's Pizza. Slowly moving up higher towards that buy point at the 295.34. Shutterstock doing okay. T-Mobile. Fizz just holding higher here. Not rocking the boat. Core's consolidating a little bit. PKG, Garmin, TTMI. Yeah, I think I still want to try to get out of TTMI if I can. Need to raise a little bit of cash. Regeneron and Generac. So I think that's about it, guys. I got to run. Got to take the kids to school. And I'll get out of here. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Or later on if you guys are in the Real Crypto Power Hour. If not, I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Have a good day.